Hey everybody, I'm in London, Ohio. I'm doing the strawberry ride out of London. I think I'm going to do the 44-mile option. As usual, I'm like one of the last ones here. Let's take a look at what's going on. Should be fun. Let's go. So in full disclosure, if this video looks a little bit familiar to you, it very well may be that you've seen parts of this video before. I initially did this review as a short, uploaded it to YouTube. It was fine for a couple days. Then YouTube struck it for a copyright issue on a song that I got from a free downloading site. So anyways, I redid it. I added new audio, of course, and I'm also adding a little bit more video. And I'm not very happy with the short format because it just cuts out a lot of the scenes. So to counter that, I've also shot this, or actually uploaded it in a long video form. So here you go. So the London Strawberry Bicycle Tour actually had multiple route options like most tours do. It had a 21 mile, a 44 mile, a 62 mile, and a 100 mile option. A lot of the time you spend on this trail, which is the Prairie Grass Trail. Here I'm moving into South Charleston. South Charleston served as my midway point. It was also a point for a rest stop. I believe I stopped here at mile 11 and around mile 22 as well. South Charleston is it's a farming community. I think the population is around 1,700. They have this public restroom facility there, and they set up the snack area there. My only complaint is they set it up right in front of the restrooms, which is kind of problematic. This is after South Charleston. This is not one of my favorite sections of the Prairie Grass Trail, and it's probably because the ubiquitous utility lines there. This is Cedarville. Cedarville was also on the trail. It is a great host of the tour, or the trail rather. There was a restroom, I showed you that. And the inn right next to it has, Hurstone Inn is a nice place to stop, and they do free rest stops for cyclists. These are some of the scenes on the way back. This is back in South Charleston. Quick note here, if a train is in front of you when you're on a tour, you should stop. And I say that because somebody tried to slip in behind this train in reverse directions. It was sitting idle on the track. Someone tried to sneak in behind, and boom, the train started moving. So be careful. The Friends of Madison County Parks and Trails sponsor or put on this tour. They do a great job with it. The day of registration was kind of steep. It was $50, but that's a convenience that I paid for because I wasn't sure that I was going to go to it. I'm certainly glad that I did, though. The route markings on the trail were clear, even though I apparently missed one. Instead of painting on the trail or on the roads, they were somehow affixing a sticker to the trail, and it seemed to work fine. It was color-coded. I really have no complaints, and I'm sure I just overlooked the one coming in probably. So that's totally on me. While I talk about the registration fee being a little bit steep on day of registration, that was $50. The regular registration fee was $25, and they were taking the money and they were trying to close the gap, they call it. There's a section of the trail in London where you have to, it's not connected yet. They've acquired the right-of-way from the railroad. And according to one of the volunteers that I spoke with, he said he thought that project would be complete and that trail would be connected within the next couple years. So hopefully that gets done. So the Friends of Madison County Parks and Trails, who I mentioned before, they do the maintenance on this trail all through Madison County, probably right up into South Charleston. And all those projects they took on, they deal with getting the trail paved, the gazebos, the seating areas. My bet is they do all that. I know they clear the trail after storms. They're doing a lot of work behind the scenes for a lot of people, and they don't get a lot of thanks. So my advice to you, when you're on these tours, or if you go on these tours, make sure you thank the volunteers, because they're really the people who are getting it done for us so we can enjoy the trails. So I'll link some information in the video description about the Friends of Madison County Parks and Trails. I'll give you their website. And before I forget, at the end of this ride, we got a ticket, and you got to take the ticket to a Sunday Drive, which is a food truck. and they had ice cream there, and it was delicious. Well, friends, that's it for the Strawberry Festival tour. I guess I just heard that the Strawberry Festival is not for another 2 weeks. But anyways, a bike tour out of London, Ohio. It was a great time. The trail is kind of unremarkable, but it's in good condition. Again, very good volunteers here at the event. Thanks for watching. See you next time.